What is that tune? I know it, but I have no idea what it's called.
I believe that's Eleanor, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Eleanor, with 2 R's, right?
Yes. It's really weirdly spelled Eleanor, but yes, that tune.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
a great one.
There's so many of those that I run into.
Pull it out of our ass.
Yeah.
Like,
So many of those I run into where I'm just like, wait, I definitely know this. I have no earthly idea what it's called.
that happens a lot.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 115 of the Chanarant podcast. I'm so confident that this will go out in time that I'm even said which number it is. It is 115, right?
It'll go out before 116?
Yeah.
Well, what else we got to do?
Hey, precisely.
We've been pumping these fuckers out.
By the way, this is an explicit show, so I'm going to give you 5 seconds to listen to something else. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck. You know what? Hey, Josh.
Yeah, Fusco.
You know what really sticks a blow stick up my bung hole?
What's that?
When we totally fuck the intro and get the name of the tune wrong. Thank God we have the chat.
Oh, was it not Eleanor? What was it?
Apparently it was Rab's wedding.
Okay.
Which makes even more sense.
Weren't those in the same set?
We played them in the same set.
Yeah, we played them in the same set. Okay.
So now it makes even more sense. Like, Jesus Christ.
Well, anyway.
The syphilis is getting to us, people.
It is slowly but surely rotting our brains. I'm Josh. With me, as always, is my bearded co-host, Andy Fucco.
That's me.
Listeners can review the show on iTunes, Podbean, Stitcher, etc. If you screenshot your review and send it to us, we will send you a sticker. In fact, we have one of those today.
We do.
Mr. Bill Larkin, he left a review saying, "This may be the perfect piping podcast. There are no lists. The hosts spend most of the time complaining about associations, their band, lack of tuning, and service bands." So there you have it here, guys. We are changing our tagline from the world's worst
to exactly that.
to the perfect piping podcast.
That is the perfect description of what we do. Those 4 complaints.
Yes.
Over and over and over again for 2
and
years.
he was even nice enough to not mention that we're getting hammed while we're doing it. So thank you, Bill. Your sticker is on the way, my friend. We'll probably have to order more stickers soon.
We definitely should do that.
So, when you're not reviewing the show, you can send us emails and voicemails we played on air. We do have some emails this evening, no voicemails, to my knowledge. You can like us on Facebook, where you're now watching this free stream. We decided that, like once a month, we'll do a free stream.
Yeah, it sounds reasonable.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, so, just...
People are bored at home. They need us.
They need us now
Chanarant.
more than ever. and just like... your menstrual cycle, you get one horrible thing for free every month.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter, or if you're Australian, Snapchat, all at Chantarant. Check out the Chanarant store, chanarant.com. And if you want to support the show, you can join our wee Patreon faithful at patreon.com/Chanarant. For $5 a month, you can help this show happen, for better or for worse, really, depending on how you look at it. Last but not least, since we are doing a free show tonight, and you're on Facebook, and everyone is anyway, because it's Friday night and they're stuck at home, either masturbating or, hitting it with their cuffing partner, now's the time. Invite and share with your friends. They can watch right now and then say, "Why did you send me this?"
Can we challenge the chat right now? Just share this link right now, and let's get us up over 40 people today.
Okay, so we have 20 people watching the show right now. Okay. If we get over 40, Fusco will
pull my dick out.
No, please don't do that.
Okay,
that gets a shutdown immediately. Nobody wants to see that.
What should I do?
Fusco will take a hit of Vegemite.
Oh, fuck that. Do we have any left?
Oh yeah, baby. The squeeze tube is hiding in the background.
All right. If we get over 40...
If we get over 40 viewers on this stream, Fusco will do Vegemite live on air.
And if you don't know, this almost always makes me throw up immediately.
Pretty much always, especially if you've been drinking.
I'll get the garbage can close, just in case. But, so share, people.
Yeah, man, Fusco, what a week it has been. I honestly will say I'm feeling more zen than last time we met.
Is that just because you got it out of your system? Like a good wank?
Yeah, I cleared the tubes a bit, which is always helpful. I've started the process of healing. I gotta be. You have to
Me
be
too, man.
You have to be one internally before you can reevaluate your relationships with others, right? And by healing, I mean I've really been ingesting copious amounts of alcohol,
or just give up. It's like that, they say, like, right before someone drowns, there's that moment of euphoria when they
Because
give up.
you just give up and you accept your fate.
It's a lot like that, I think.
Yeah, I haven't accepted my fate yet because I'm an idiot, as we all know. As anybody who's been a fan for the past 114 episodes knows, I'm an idiot, and I will consistently bang my head against the wall until something happens.
Yeah, I mean, I am definitely feeling the same way. It's been an interesting week of maybe I've vomited all the negativity. Oh, dude, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Fuck's sake, dude.
Really need to make that checklist.
Fucking hell, mate.
That's okay. We'll pull the audio from this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Facebook, we can do that?
Yeah.
Josh has one job, everybody, and it's to turn the fucking recorder on.
I have a lot of fucking jobs, everybody. All right, I do the lighting, I do the streaming, I do the show notes, I do the recording, I do the setup, I do the teardown.
Here, I'm gonna do lights for you, everybody. I just did the lighting.
Yeah,
that's about what I'm.
Fusco shows up a half hour late. The show notes, the show notes are already done, and then he'll edit every other episode.
Bullshit, dude. You're so full of shit. All right, I guess we're pulling the audio from Facebook, so hopefully that comes
just
out.
For the beginning. It's
you're gonna merge them together.
Yeah, we can merge them together. Okay, but yeah, I do feel like I there feels like there's a light somewhere, and I don't know if it's the end of the tunnel or an oncoming train, but
it's definitely the train because everything's getting canceled.
Yeah. I mean,
into the fall, things in the fall are starting to get canceled.
Like I would say, based on like my rage sesh from last week, I did talk to one member of our band who, kind of, it was nice. It was nice to talk to him.
Out after the meeting, because we're going to talk about that, I assume.
After which meeting?
Like the social we did this week.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and I talked to him. I just been in touch with him briefly. I was like, hey, I'd love to just pick your brain because he's a pretty level-headed guy. He's our band therapist. And I was like, here's where I'm going. Like I'm still mad, but I'm not like fuming anymore. I'm more like, okay, here are the things that made me mad. Now I need to express to others how to not do those things. Essentially.
Yeah, I wonder if like now the trick is to repeat yourself numerous times in a nice way so that people understand. Like for example, the big thing, which is communicate with me, but keep saying like I'm a human being as well.
Yes.
Communicate with me. It's not fair to me either.
Mm-hmm.
So over and over and over.
That is going to be the party line. The other thing that I'm really going to stick to that we talked about on last week's episode, but I will reiterate in a more calm fashion right now, is taking responsibility for your own piping career. This is on you. Like, it is up to you to contact me to schedule times to do lessons or reviews or whatever. It is up to you to keep your shit together. Like, I am not your parent. You have to, like, meet me at least halfway. Realistically, you should be meeting me, like, 70% of the way. But if you meet me halfway, I'll work with you. And some people will be gung-ho. Some people will be gung-ho and say, hey, can I do 2 or 3 quick little sessions? I'm like, yeah, totally. But from now on, I'm not chasing motherfuckers.
What I'm more curious
about is here's what I learned
what
in
advice
college.
Did this person give you?
Didn't give me any advice. Just
listen to
talk. Yeah, well, no, he'd talked to some people, and he's like, well, here's what people are complaining about. I'm like, okay, that's fair, but
like recent complaints or the same shit we've heard?
No,
for years?
it's been like one of the main things I heard was literally a complaint that is over a year old, and I'm like, okay, it was from the Vegas games, and I'm just
last
like,
year.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, like I understand why this certain thing made you upset. I'm not going to go into details. I'm like, I understand why this certain thing made you upset. That was a year ago. Like,
why not? I want to know.
I know you do.
What was it?
I'll tell you about it later.
Come on, tell me now.
I'll tell you about it.
Was it about me?
No. Yes, absolutely. Always about you. Everyone fucking hates you.
Well, that's true.
But it was like one of those things where I was like...
It's because we got hammered drunk all the time?
No. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, okay, I understand that they brought this up to you again, but it's been a fucking year, man. Like what?
A year later, it was the same complaint?
Yeah, and it was like, at what point do you just either let it go or move on or quit or I don't fucking know. Like, just make a decision. Like, you can't be mad about the same goddamn thing forever. One of the things that I talked
Haven't
to
you been in a pipe band before?
I know.
I've heard so many people this week specifically that I've talked to, friends that are in bands that are like people, just the same nonsense that we're dealing with. Like you said last week that we're an outlier. We are not.
No.
It's just that we're comparing ourselves to like last week we were all hyped up over the Keith Highlanders and like they're awesome. Okay, great.
That was so good.
But like, okay, maybe they're the outlier, or the Waken Districts of the world, or the whatever.
I think that one of the things that was a sticking point when I had this conversation was, and I told this guy, I was like, hey man, we try to dig deep for enthusiasm as often as we can, and like that does mean like sometimes for us to be able to dig deep enough to get some enthusiasm, we have to remove some rage lava out of the way, to like get to the good stuff underneath. But at the end of the day, it's like, at what point do you have a group of people who are spending more time coming up for a reason why they're upset and therefore aren't going to participate or practice or do whatever than they are actually practicing or doing, right? It's like...
that's just somebody that's going out of their way to find a reason to not do it.
And most people do. Like, I think we get a lot of that. We get a lot of like, what's my excuse going to be this time for not pulling my weight?
Right. Yeah. But I wouldn't say that's a lot of people. That I think we are definitely exaggerating. It is not everybody. It is maybe 20-30%.
Yeah, but you can poison the well pretty easily.
True.
But
I don't know. Do we have that?
I sometimes wonder,
because the percentage of negative people towards the way that we do things right now is pretty low. 2 years ago it was flipped, I would say. Now it's fairly low. Yeah. I mean, especially since Angel doesn't show up, that's one giant negative cunt that's not around.
Just not even there. Yeah, that always helps. Fucking
love you, Angel.
Yeah, you do. I wish I saw
more of him, though, cunt.
I find the easiest way to get him to come out of hiding is to just goad him.
Absolutely. Just
we gotta have
shit
him.
on him.
We gotta have him back on
up.
the show. He can throw you under the bus.
We should. Why, does he have stories on me?
I don't know, but I'm sure he would love to get the opportunity to tell you to go fuck yourself on air.
Yeah, we got to get Graham here because I got rebuttals.
We can. I called him. I'm actually going to see him on Monday. He wants to run some tunes from 6 Feet Apart. And
like
then,
in person?
Well, he's going to cancel. He always does. He's incredibly flaky.
Good luck with him showing up.
I mean, he canceled like 4 times before the one time he actually came on the show.
He hasn't been to a single one of the things that we've had, right?
No.
He didn't come to any of mine.
No. No, his excuse is always, I don't know how to work my computer.
You gotta love those people.
Yeah. I was like, really? That's strange because you have a lot of obscure high definition porn for a guy that doesn't know how to work a computer.
He's got a lot of access.
Okay, so let's quickly blow through some news and updates.
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Because we actually got a lot of emails to go through. Strangely, like we had a lot of people email us just this past week. Not a lot of voicemails. So if you guys want to send us some voicemails, we can. Also, remember, if you send us an email, unless you say don't use it or make me anonymous, we're gonna use it and not make you anonymous. So this is from Piping Jim, and Piping Jim says, all episodes are delightful, of course, but the last 2 have been unexpectedly and surprisingly filled with, quote, good stuff. The episode with Joe Brady, that man's so dang positive, pushed me to finally make some VR videos for my students who might be nervous about competing. I'm going to try to get the pipers in our band excited about prepping for competitions that might still happen this year. If not then, let's hope for a normal competition season next year. The idea here is that a piper or drummer can put on a VR headset, which apparently people...
Do people have those?
I don't. But
no. Who has that?
Even one of those cheap ones that just hold your phone. Oh, there you go. And be transported into a competition to help them get over their nerves about playing for a real judge.
This is to the extreme.
This is taking it far. Anyway, thanks for a great episode. It gave me that last push I needed to get motivated to keep going through the quarantine. And he gave us 2 links, which we may share later. It's really interesting. So
did you watch them? I watched them.
I took a look at them. So they're YouTube links where essentially if you had a headset on, it'd be like you're standing, and he recorded like an hour of him just sitting at a table pretending to be a judge.
Correct.
My favorite one's the one in the Cthulhu mask. Obviously.
Yeah, the Cthulhu mask is a good one, but the other one's like just in the middle of the woods.
Just a guy in the middle of the woods at a table in a VR video.
I was like, man, that is extreme.
The episode's coming. They're good for entertainment and for motivation as well. Cheers from James.
I like to think of us more as a demotivation device.
Demotivation, yeah.
If you have
we're a demotivational poster.
If you have cunts in your band and you want to quit, have them start listening to us.
Yeah.
And they'll get so demotivated.
Have them come on the show. I'll berate them into quitting. That's from James. # one of the sacred 6.
Ooh, we have sacred 6. Must
so.
Be
what are your thoughts on on putting on a VR headset while you play pipes, and it's just a 15-minute video of a guy sitting at a table in VR? Is that Is that the next thing? Is that the future of piping?
Could be. I don't know if it would work for me because we a couple thoughts on this. One, we just did a recording recently where you were there, and we did record. We recorded Tim's solo, right? And he was sort of commenting, and we know this, of course, but about how like he turns the camera on and suddenly he's like feeling it. And this is a professional drummer for in any other aspect other than Scottish drumming. But so we were talking about that and how replicating that feeling is important. Just turning the camera on is replicating that feeling. Years and years ago, God, 8 years ago or something, I remember doing this where, do you remember Corey?
Yes.
Yeah, he was in the band, and we were getting ready for competitions like 2012 or some shit. And we were practicing at a firehouse, and I brought him out. I was like, hey, man, I just want you to come out. He wasn't competing with us because I think he was playing the LA Scots at the time, but he lived here and he played with us for other shit.
Yeah.
And I just want you to come out, have a clipboard in your hand, and walk around like you're a fucking judge. I just want people to feel that.
Because they're not going to know who he is.
No, they don't know who he is. A lot of them don't know who he is, or maybe half of them. And just like pretend to judge us. I don't even, make comments. That's fine. But I really want people to have that same feeling. So I think there is some benefit to trying to replicate the feeling. Whether a VR device would do it, I don't know. Some people do the visualization process, like pretend you're standing in front, like close your eyes and pretend you're in the field and there's a judge sitting at a table. Does that work? I don't know.
I mean, I think this kind of speaks to, when we would do the homework in the band. Like when you had people post videos of them playing in the band, like Facebook page or whatever, for the homework assignments.
Yeah, that was the intent, is to replicate.
Yeah, and the idea is, I think universally, like you turn the camera on, you turn the camera on and you're like, oh shit, other people are actually going to see this. I mean, we don't feel that way when we do the show because we just don't care anymore.
Maybe episode 1, maybe, but other than that,
episode 1 we had nerves. Yeah, I think after that we were just like, we're in for a penny, in for a pound now. Like we're fucked.
We suck at everything. Let's just suck at this too.
Yeah, let's just suck at this as well, and broadcast it for all 6 people who watch. But I think that there's 2 benefits there, and I've talked about this before with you. Yeah, you get a little bit more seriousness when the camera's on and other people are going to see it in your band and you want to do good. The other thing I love about it is you're more likely to do it more times. Mm-hmm. Like I would be amazed if there was anybody that is submitting like these video recordings that just does one and done. That's good. Like that was my perfect run. I'm submitting it one time. We're good here.
There are people that do that. It blows my.
I bet there are people that are like
why would you submit anything that has a mistake in it ever? I feel
like the vast majority of people. I feel like the vast majority of people will be like, I fucking blew it here. Okay, stop recording. Start recording. Here we go.
Yeah. Okay. So there's 2 things. One, we had a teacher. I don't know if I should say his name because this is one of the few positive things that I liked about the way he did things. And I didn't listen to him at the time because I had an ego. But he would basically say, if you're playing your 2/4 march, your big doubling exercise, whatever it is, as soon as you make a mistake, go back to the beginning. Every time. I don't care if you're at the last line of the 4th part, you make a mistake, don't go back to the beginning of the 4th part. Go back to the beginning.
All the way to the beginning of the tune?
Do it
like old school arcade game? Old
school style. And I was like, that's crazy. But I think there's something to be said about that. Part 2 of that is that this is the basis of one of the courses on Piper's Dojo at channerant.com/suckless.
Thank you for getting the link for it.
I'm getting better at it.
Getting that dojo money.
But there's a course
soundboard where it goes cha-ching every time.
That's a good idea.
Every time we say it, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get a soundboard. But anyway, there's a course about performance anxiety, essentially. And the idea behind it, essentially, is playing for a camera and or a recording device like it's a judge, and then knowing that you're going to send it to 4 or 5 of your best friends or people that would review it for you. The idea is when you have to get it right one time, that's the same pressure when you stand in front of a judge. That's all you need. You need that replication of that feeling of like, fuck, I got to get through this all the way through.
Get it right once. Yeah.
Like when you sit in your garage and you just play, like you can pretend all you want, but as soon as you make a mistake, you're probably going to like, I'm going to back up a little bit. I'm going to da-da-da. It's not the same. It's just not the same.
This is why I got some ink for my printer and I printed out a picture of Jeff Anderson and cut it out. And then when I'm practicing and recording myself, I drilled a little hole in it right where his eyes are, and I put that over the phone camera. And so whenever I look at my phone where it's recording, it's just Jeff staring me down saying, remember to play the 3rd part of your fucking 6/8, you asshole.
You cunt. That's not a bad idea, actually. Print a picture off
Should we
Facebook
make
of your judge.
Chanarant we'll coin the judge cutout.
The judge cutout, yeah.
Like you can
We'll
order
make
one.
millions.
It'll be a little cardboard cutout of like
We'll give the judges 10 cents for their likeness per sale.
per sale.
And actually, it's not a bad idea because remember we had the idea of putting Callum Beaumont's face on a stick
For the Callum Beaumont
scale
of like disappointment. Yeah. I wish we were shot in higher resolution back then, so I could go through and actually pull stills of when him and Hoyneke were on the show, and like
he did
just
make some faces.
Just watching the decline, and he's just like, "Oh, this is what we're doing now." By the time they were both holding shotguns and dildos at the end of the night, it was wild.
Oh yeah. All right, so we have another email here. This one I think is great because he highly insinuates us doing drugs, which I love. I mean,
you love drugs so much.
I just love that he insinuated that because I can see why. Because I listened back to that episode, I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, I haven't listened to it. That was one where we had Four Locos.
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it.
Okay, so this is what this guy says from Robert. He says, while very entertaining, I needed to pause your Murray Blair episode to avoid a full-blown panic attack. Four Loco my ass. I know what crank and salvia, I don't know what salvia is, sounds like.
Salvia is a smokable hallucinogen.
Is it? Okay. Midway through the episode, you start to hear Josh's nose whistling and wheezing like a mental patient. Stick to the booze, half expecting one of you chattering lunatics to stroke out before this is over. All the best, fellas. Great potty. From Robert.
Do we need to send like a Four Loco care package to
so these guys got to test this out
to people that aren't in the States. You know, I don't know if you probably can't get it anywhere else. It's probably illegal everywhere.
I have no idea.
You can probably get it in like the United States and Libya, and that's probably it.
Didn't they change it?
Yeah, they changed the formula, but it's still just a caffeine fucking. It's 14% alcohol, 4 servings per can, and 20% caffeine.
Still, and what was it before?
It was just crack. It was.
My God.
Before it was methamphetamine
and liquor in a can.
It was methamphetamine mixed with bum wine. It was the original Four Loco.
It was drinkable meth.
Yeah, someone took speed and mixed it with some freaking MD 2020 and carbonated it and said, "Here's a drink."
I remember like 15 years ago when it came out, I tried it at a bar once. I'm like, "Oh, that's that new thing," and it was fucking insane. It was awful.
Ozzy's in the chat right now. She says it should be illegal there. I forgot we got Ozzy loked.
Do we?
Yeah. When she came on the show, she had her first Four Loco on air.
Oh man,
here on Chanarant.
It's classic stuff.
Bringing cultures together. My favorite part of that whole thing was like just to get Ozzy a Four Loco to try. We had to go to like the seediest, shittiest gas station.
Was it around here? I don't actually remember.
Of course it was around here.
I remember none of this, but was it that first night she got here? Was it really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got in, she was jet lagged, and we locoed.
That explains so much about that night.
And then we went out, mind you, to her welcome to Vegas party.
We did.
We were like an hour and a half late for.
Correct. That's right. We did the show before that. That's right. Yeah. That was a hell of a night.
True Chanarant fashion.
I remember only half of it, so that's a good night.
Oh, no.
So the next one, you want to do the next one?
Yeah, absolutely. We're sorry for anyone in the live stream. We had a quick issue with the OBS, but yes, the show must go on. And so the next one we got is let's see. This is from John.
That's what it says. Fuck if I know.
John says, "Hey, you sick fucked cunts. How's it hanging? On episode 114, you spoke about an app to speed recordings up or slow down. What is this app? Can you maybe do a new episode on apps, what a band should and should not use? P.S. Love the Murray Blair episodes." No, there's only one of them. Stay safe, cum wallets. That's a new one. John, P.S.S. Tell all those cheap cunts to support you guys on Patreon. So, while I try to fix the stream, Fusco.
Yeah, I'll answer this.
It's very complicated when we talk about the app that speeds things up and slows them down. It's a very hard name to get. What is it again?
It's called Music Speed Changer.
Oh, Speed Changer.
This is an Android app called Music Speed Changer. That's what I use. Unfortunately, that specific one, last time I checked, was not available on iPhone. but there's like a zillion versions.
There's a
of the
zillion
same
ones
thing.
of the same kind of shit.
So it is absolutely genius because it changes the speed of what you're listening to without changing the pitch. However, it also allows you to change the pitch yourself if you want to. Let's say somebody recorded you're listening to somebody play pipes and you want to play along on the practice chanter. They're not tuned the same. So you can bring the pitch of the recording slightly up, slightly down to get to B flat or A or whatever. And then you can play along with it without sounding terrible. So it does that. The other great thing these things do is they loop shit. So you it's playing along, you hit A loop, it keeps going, you hit the end, you hit B loop, and it just starts looping A to B over and over. You just touch the screen
You
and
just
it
hit the 2 points you wanna see.
So if you want to play 2 bars phrase or whatever and just loop that one spot, you just hit A as it passes through it and B as it passes through it, and then it just starts looping it. Those are the 3 main features of a music speed changer that you definitely want, and they're fantastic for practicing. It also allows you to change the speed, obviously, by percentage. So, your pipe major records you're set at 100% because they want you to play it at whatever. You start at like 70 and you work your way up, and then you have a way to measure your progress as well, which is very important as a musician to have an objective way to measure your progress, which is difficult to do because music is subjective and, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's the answer to that. There's a lot of great apps out there, and until they start paying us, we're not going to talk about them.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you have your own music speed changing app, give us a shout.
Yeah, if you have one that works on iPhone, because neither of us use iPhone or Mac stuff because we're intelligent human beings, let us know, and we will pass this on to everyone else who are also dumb.
So, can't connect to Facebook, so the stream's down right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, we got to keep going on with the episode anyway for the audio audience, unless you want to take a quick break.
Yeah, why not? We got a break.
And see if I can get this thing back up again. Getting back to going through news and updates. Because, yes, that's still where we are. I know it's exhausting, but this is where we are right now. We have a new review. It's a review on Podbean. It says, funniest shit in podcast land, especially for band members. Keep up the great work, you sick cunts.
That's fair.
Also, there was no name attached to the review, so I don't know how to send you a sticker.
If you know who you are. Oh, wait, no. We can't trust our people. Everybody will say that was them.
Whoever responds first saying it was them and gives me their address, I'll send them a sticker. Let's just make it easy.
Yeah.
And then we had something on Facebook from Daniel, who sent us a video. He was the guy in the Boba Fett mask, right?
Oh, yes. That's right. I did see this earlier. I don't remember where I saw it. But anyway. Daniel says, hey, guys. Sorry for not saying this to you before Rab. Banned. He sent
banned forever. Don't even finish reading it.
Nope.
He sent Rab something before us.
Done.
Don't even finish reading the goddamn comment.
Done. We're not even going to play your video, dude. Now you'll learn your lesson.
That'll teach you.
Everybody will learn. Send your videos to us first. Fuck Rab. In the most positive way possible, I mean, of course. Because we love Rab. Mostly his wife, but Rab's cool too.
Who doesn't like getting fucked?
Well, you're not going to like getting fucked when Brad and Nick get a hold of you.
What, you didn't?
From last week. No, I loved it, but I'm omnisexual or whatever the fuck they call it.
Bisexual? Not omni... What? What's omnisexual? You
pansexual?
You fuck plants and meat? Like, what?
I have no idea.
Bisexual, it means you fuck...
No. There's another one that's like open to everything, like including plant life. I don't know. There's some other one. It might be
herbisexual.
Might be pansexual. I don't remember. Somebody will tell us. Somebody in the chat.
So wait, you fuck cookware? Is that what pansexual means?
I don't know.
Is this why you still haven't returned my pressure cooker?
I don't know.
You just cut a hole in it so I can give you a blumpkin?
I'm more into the glass bottom boat myself, but
there you go.
All right. So where were we?
You've been searching a lot of milking porn on the company computer, man. It's not great.
Well, the company computer is my computer, both. So I can I'm okay. I'm safe. There's no HR in my company. Fuck those people.
So anyway, Daniel says, crappy embellishments throughout to the mask and the whiskey. Figured I might as well have some fun during mandatory lockdown. Our municipality has mandated face mask wearing 24/7 outside of the house. Figured this was as good a mask as any. # one of the 6, and he is jamming in a Boba Fett mask.
Yeah.
Do you want to play that? Do you have that clip live or no?
I don't have it ready.
Well, that's what happens when you send it to Reb first.
Yep.
Speaking of Facebook, Sco, I do have some updates on my most recent campaign, the Facebook likes war.
Oh,
because we're very popular for starting wars, right?
yes.
According to Big Rab Show fans.
We love to start wars with
So,
everyone.
in the Chantarant versus Wuspaba Facebook like war.
Oh, do we have an update? Are we doing better?
We are doing better. We're gaining, but we're still behind. So it's about 1.1 versus 1.2. Like, we're very close. 1.1 thousand versus 1.2 thousand. So what we really need from our audience is to invite your friends to like the fucking page. It's that easy.
It's that simple.
Yeah. Guess what? If we got 1,000 people, every person invites all 900 of their friends. I'm assuming you have 900 friends on Facebook.
Maybe 3 people will respond.
Yeah, click invite Chanarant, invite to like Chanarant, select all, send, baby. It's over. Just do that.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah. If you're listening right now, this is what you should be doing, because I have to overtake Wuspaba first, because RSPBA is at 3,000.
We're talking to the lazy cunts out there. We know there's a lot of them.
RSPBA is at 3,000. I gotta take Wuspaba first. Then I'll go for RSPBA's 3,000.
Wait, how much is Wuspaba?
Like 1,200.
Oh, okay. We could
close.
do that.
We're close.
We can do that tonight.
I know. Well, once we do the girl orgasming live on air thing,
Yeah,
that'll send us right through the roof.
It's coming up soon, people.
But just come on, invite. I gotta take out Wuspaba in the Facebook likes, and then I can set my sights on RSPBA. Then once we have more than RSPBA, I can set my sights on some big fish like
Piper's
Dojo, or even bigger fish like the Big Rab Show.
Oh God, what does he have?
I don't. It's probably
It's like 10,000.
10,000, 20,000. Who knows?
That's okay. We got more patrons.
We have more people who are willing to pay to listen to the show, but won't admit they do.
Right. Nobody will say what their name is. It's remarkable.
But yeah, and we kind of already did an update on my Rage Quest. So Sco, you were talking to me earlier before the show about the new Lady Pipers podcast, which I believe has put out 3 or 4 episodes.
3, I believe.
So they've already almost done more in a month than Up to the Line podcast.
Correct. Up to the Line just released number 4 today?
Number 4
yesterday or today?
They're usually about 2 or 3 months apart. Although they've already beat half of all of their original Grace Note Vortex discography. So I think there's only 8 episodes of Grace Note Vortex over 10 years.
8 or 9. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. So yeah, there's a new podcast on the street, people. It's Lady Piper's podcast, I guess. I think that's what it's called. I don't actually know, but there are 2 ladies from California, Southern California somewhere. I don't. One's name is Tress. The other one I don't remember. I've listened to
Valerie.
Valerie, yeah. And I have to say, I mean, should I review it?
Yeah, man.
I have to say, it's like a thumbs up for me.
Yeah, you like it?
I do.
What do you like about it, you think?
Let's see. I'd say what I like about it that's different than the other podcasts besides ourselves, educational, because they all seem to be sort of going down that road.
Kind of banter,
but sort of touching on history of their area and education a little bit.
So out of
mostly I'd say,
out of the 17 piping podcasts that have come out during quarantine, this one is the one that turns you on, huh?
It absolutely turns me on. I'd say because they're hot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I mean, I put it on YouTube and I hit mute and then I watch it. And,
so you haven't actually listened to it?
Maybe 60 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And their voices are very, very sexy.
Because I enjoyed. I think it's probably a good show. It's a good show to have. I mean, I haven't listened to it either.
Yeah, I mean, it exists.
So
listen, I am all for women doing more things in the podcast community, especially if they do it video and someplace I can mute it. But
much to the chagrin of your apartment neighbors.
Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. No, but more piping podcast people. I'm down for it. I'm not gonna say. Now that I'm thinking about this for real, is it weird that I only listen to the piping podcasts that have men doing it?
Well, there's not a lot that have women, man. Like there's only two now,
and there's 5 podcasts total. 2 are women.
Yeah,
two
and the
the
2 that are women are fairly new.
Correct, very new. But so is.
But I mean, let me.
So is the Grace Note Rant or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, like let me put it this way. Like for me, I actually don't really listen to other piping podcasts. Like the vast majority of my
you don't at all. I do listen.
The vast majority of my podcast consumption is other stuff. Like I will listen. Like I listen to the rap show. I catch maybe every other episode, and mostly it's just because Brad's my friend and I want to listen to his show and see what he's up to, you know, and catch up on the other side of the world and what's going on. It's a really good, like I stand by it. It's a really good news source.
It is, yeah.
But I don't listen to anything else.
Do you listen to what's the new one called? The guys do
Up to the Line.
Yeah.
I think I've listened to half of 2 episodes. So I listened to like the first half of the first episode. And the first half of the most recent one.
Okay. I've listened to them all except the most recent because I haven't.
And even that, it's mostly like I listen to like just see like okay, like what have I missed? Because theirs is more like interviews and educational. I'm not as worried about like something current event happening and I miss it, you know. And then like the Podman Pipecast, I just don't listen to it all. Like it's also an educational style show. I think
it is.
Maybe more family friendly.
Definitely.
Well, everything's more family friendly than us.
It's all on a scale.
Fucking fuck, shit, cunt, fuck. Like, yeah. But yeah. So like, I took a look at it. You know, it's not anything. It's very much like, okay, you're brand new into this world.
I thought we were niche, but holy moly, is this new one? What is it called again? The Lady Pipers.
Well, this
so
one,
far, the only things I've heard them talk about
super
is Southern California,
I thought, right? Like I thought,
No. These girls both have performed at the Outlanders convention in California, so that might have been what you saw on Facebook. They do a lot. Maybe
that's what I was thinking.
These 2 were both very big on the internet, even bigger than us before they did the podcast.
Fucking everybody's bigger than us on the internet.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking Snake Charmer's bigger than us, but because she's got fucking tits and she's a reasonably attractive woman
she has awesome videos.
She does great production and she can play the pipes kind of shitty. That's all you need, right? Which we're gonna get into in the win of the week this week. Holy shit! But anyway, I don't mean. So these girls were pretty popular on the internet.
Here's the
then
question.
They did a podcast.
Should we try to get them on the show?
Oh, absolutely.
Do you think they would come on the show for any reason?
I think so because they know people I know, so I might be able to trick them into thinking we're nice.
Like, should we? Oh my God! Here's what we got to do. So instead of doing the big Grace Note Rant 2, we do the big Grace Note Up to the Line Pod Band Lady Piper Rant.
I love this idea. Nobody's internet's going to be able to work 17 people on one line.
We just get 10 people in a fucking Zoom call.
Ooh, this is a great idea. I love this idea. And
chaos.
Every time the Podman Pipecast chicks try to talk, we just talk over them.
No, fuck it, dude. Just let it go, man. Like okay, if you weren't sure which pipe band podcast you wanted to listen to, we'll get all the hosts. We'll get all the hosts on at the same time, and then
I can dig it.
and just do it like fucking Family Feud or American Gladiator.
There you go. I like this idea. Let's work on this. I'll work on it.
We'll need some buy-in. We'll need some buy-in from the other hosts. I mean, the boys want to do a big Grace Note Rant too.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be a boys club. We gotta bring in the new blood, man.
Not at all. I mean, look at us. We bring in Aussie Broad for a reason, so we have a female voice on the show.
I thought it was because she was smarter than us.
No. It's just so we don't be accused of being, sexist or whatever.
We brought Babs in. Did she not count?
No.
And Megan?
Megan can't.
And Lauren and we've had girls on the show.
I'm talking about yeah, of course we have, but I mean regulars like Aussie Broad and
should we let us know? Let us know in the comments if we should try to plan the just smorgasbord of the big Grace Note Up to the Line chanter Lady Piper pipe podcast or pipe cast pod band, whatever the fuck it's called.
We'll come up with a name.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine You got to come up with the logo of 5 different podcasts put together.
It's just going to be a poop emoji.
It'll be nonsense.
That's easy. Poop emoji with a circle around it. Done.
It'll be complete nonsense. But I like
It'll
the
be
idea.
chaos.
I definitely want to talk to Valerie and Tess, whatever the fuck her name is.
Tress, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's Tress. And the rest of them can go to hell. But I'm willing to listen, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, more people doing podcasts about piping is great. Where's the fucking beer tent? Let's get those guys in on it too, just for the old
yeah,
just for the old good old days.
I thought they were gonna
They were supposed to,
relaunch.
and I haven't seen anything or heard anything. I think they're going to do something not piping related, but who knows?
Interesting. Well, once this gets too saturated with bullshit and we run out of ideas, we'll just go non-piping related.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about that today. We gotta do a whole nother thing.
I'd be like, why is this podcast about video games and pop culture? Why is it called Chanaran? Like, don't worry about it.
It's Chanarant Network. It's going to be called something rant. I don't know what.
So, I have a thing. The Las Vegas Pipe Band Celtic Thanksgiving concert status. So, this is going to be something we discuss at a board meeting tomorrow. But I sent an email to the library to try to figure out, because they had posted a thing about, all events are canceled until we can reopen, etc. But they don't have any timelines, and it's very symptomatic of what we're dealing with right now here, where no one wants to take responsibility for canceling shit.
Correct.
And yeah, so I emailed. I got an auto email reply, and so far, I don't actually know if we're going to be able to do the concert, and it's fucking making me nuts.
Yes. Sorry, I missed the last 10 seconds of what you said because I was responding to somebody, but
essentially their party line right now is
the county.
No, the library district, because they're all not working.
Okay.
Is we're going to conform with guidelines. We're not going to tell you whether or not your shit's canceled or not, because we don't know when we're going to be able to reopen.
Right, but they canceled something Scottish,
which is in September.
Right, and somebody told us that they heard that they were canceling the whole year. But they didn't specifically tell us that.
And no one will give us any information, which is driving me fucking nuts.
Well,
I reached out to the fucking
government employees.
library
They're
people.
Not doing anything. They're not there, right? Are they working? Are they doing anything?
I don't know. I mean, I reached out to our point of contact for the library and just like, what the fuck's going on? And she's like, auto email reply, go to the website.
Yeah, they essentially haven't told us anything, and I'm very worried. I'm thinking it's very likely that it's not going to happen. That place is not
I am freaking the fuck out.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident that it's not going to happen. Or at least in the form of it's going to be at the library.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel that way, man, and it's early to say, but like, and so we ran into the same thing, obviously, someone was giving me shit. I think it was Rob giving me shit in the chat for canceling the Highland Games.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, guess what? We still wouldn't be able to have it. At least I fucking called it in a timely manner. Rob, you bitch.
Yeah, I mean, he's got. Just think, you can come back next year with your credit on, You Suck Airlines or whatever.
But like, one of the things you always run into is like, okay, how long can you wait before on a business side decision? And we talked about this in the past couple episodes. There's a certain upfront cost. There's certain things that go into putting these events on.
Correct.
And you have to break even and hopefully make money. So you have to make a decision in a timely manner. And it's turning into one of those things where that's one of the big conversations I want to have tomorrow is like, okay, let's just set a timeline. Because we did the same thing for the games. If it was a question mark by date X, we're just going to assume it's not going to happen. And I think that's probably the way to go.
What's the date?
Well, that's what we're going to discuss. I mean, I had to answer 700 fucking Facebook comments and emails about Vegas games of, well, why don't you just postpone to the fall when everybody else is going to be doing stuff? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think people really get how these things work. I mean, even for the concert, there is a break even. There is like, we need the grant by this time. We need the flights booked by this time. We need, tickets sold by this time. Mm-hmm. Even to consider doing it.
Right. Well, last year our pull the trigger point was what, October 1st, I think, or
something like that. Yeah.
I think make it September 1st, and I don't think we're gonna. I think they're gonna cancel it long before that. I think
library is gonna just take this opportunity to fucking, because they were already planning renovations in that building. They were gonna replace the roof, and they was supposedly gonna be done by the time that we were going to do our event when I went to the meeting to
really?
schedule the date.
Oh, I didn't know this.
So on the bright side, if it does get canceled, I'm not doing a concert on my birthday.
We'll party. Oh, everything will be closed.
I won't care. If we're still quarantined by then, we're holding a party. I don't give a shit. Like,
dude, we won't be.
Just take me. Take me already.
I don't think we'll be quarantined, but I think everything will be closed. Anything concert related, anything, lots of people in a small space, all that stuff is going to be delayed, significantly delayed. So,
and for everyone that keeps commenting on all this kind of shit, not just on ours, but on other games things, like the reason not everyone is just going to postpone and do it in the fall is because then everyone does it in the fall and not enough people will come. Like, then you essentially headshot your own event. Like, don't do that.
Well, there's other events that are already scheduled for the fall that won't. If they go on, then you're competing with them.
And all the people that said they're going to postpone are going to be competing for the same crowds and the same times.
Right.
I mean, we get people. Bakersfield bitches at me every year that we're even close to the same weekend because we're somehow ruining their attendance. I'm like, guys, nobody wants to fucking go to Bakersfield.
Nobody wants to go there normally, let alone for.
I don't even stop for gas when I'm going to California. Like,
yeah, I drive through Bakersfield. I definitely avoid it. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm sure it's a lovely event, but fuck me, man. Like, home of the giant thermometer. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, Jesus.
Wait,
no.
Isn't that Baker?
Oh, that is Baker. Yeah, not Bakersfield.
You get those messed up every time. That's great. So, anyway, look to the future for the giant goddamn podcast of 17 people in one Zoom call.
It's just gonna be pandemonium.
It'll be great. And we're gonna run it because because we have the most people that listen to us. So we'll put it up there like we're promoting them, and then we'll just reap the rewards.
Yeah, just call their listeners.
And then I'll get drunk and talk shit about Stewart's band.
Oh yeah, you'll get us in trouble in so many ways on that show. I'm just gonna lean back.
Can you imagine 4 reasonably attractive women on one call with me? Oh, this would be terrible.
I feel like we should have an over under bet on how many times you just ask people to get their tits out. I bet it's gonna be much more over than under.
Oh Jesus! You can't let me drink that night.
Oh sure, yeah, because I'm in charge of that. But real quick, as we're talking about things being canceled and stuff we're gonna have to deal with, I wanted to quickly give thanks to the people who are our patrons. Those people that help keep the lights on here at Channeran Podcasts. Mm-hmm. Wait, oh my God, what happens if they go away? Oh, the lights go off. Damn. But thank you to all of our patrons. I gotta say, we have an incredibly dedicated and sometimes overly militant fan base.
Oh my God.
So we appreciate y'all. Please keep doing what you're doing. It helps us keep doing the show. And our subscribers are awesome. So if you're not a patron, but you're liking the page or you're inviting your friends or you're subscribing to the channels, we appreciate it, man. We love you guys. Yeah. And, Fusco has physically loved some of you guys, probably.
1 or 2. We haven't heard the bell in a while. I think
speaking of Fusco's love, he mentioned something earlier. So can you actually suck your own penis now?
I have discovered that officially everybody, as of today,
because this is Channeran, guys. We can only talk about Pipe Band for so long.
We haven't once talked about Pipe Band yet. I just want to say to the audience right now, I'm looking right into the camera. Officially, as of today, ladies and gentlemen, give me a drum roll. I still can't suck my own dick. I've tried many a time.
I'm just glad that you haven't broken your back in an attempt.
No.
I'm going to be the one that has to, explain this shit to your mom, man. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, can you imagine the funeral? We discussed funerals last time, but
I'm going to say you fell down the stairs. Trust me, I've already planned everything.
Oh.
I'm going to.
That's why he's twisted with his cock in his mouth.
I'm going to find you rotting in your apartment. Immediately throw your computer into lava and
definitely go to my Dropbox and my OneDrive account, delete everything, throw it
full delete
servers into the lava.
This is the mark of a true friend, because I'm going to discover your dead body, and the first thing I'm going to do is destroy your computer, then call the police.
Absolutely. Definitely throw the computer into lava. I actually, this is no joke, people. I literally have an agreement with my buddy Matt. If I die, get my computer.
Just destroy it.
There's not even. Every man should have a friend that he knows. They know. Get the computer. Get it out of the house. Delete it.
Destroy it. Destroy the computer.
Absolutely.
Untie you from the shower curtain.
Correct.
Rod and
that's also part of it, of course.
Like, he died peacefully in his sleep as the coroner's come in. You're just like, hey, your fucking dick just fully. Peacefully in his sleep. What about that marker on his neck? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, no, not important.
That's just rigor mortis setting up. That and the erection and his own spunk on his face. Like it's all just rigor mortis. Don't worry about it.
Shouldn't we be saving this conversation for the great Lady Piper rant podcast?
Why? See if they could lick their own vagina? I mean, that seems like it's even harder.
Let's see how uncomfortable we can make these people. Do we warn them what they're getting themselves into?
I mean, they have to know.
They
right?
definitely know.
Like,
Everybody knows.
It's not like we keep a low fucking profile. Speaking of low profiles, the West Coast Pipers online competition recently added a judge.
They did? Who?
Mr. Jack Victoria Lee III.
Jack Victoria Lee.
People didn't know his middle name was Victoria.
They did not. So that his parents named him after the place that he comes from. I have no idea. But yeah, Jack Lee is added to that. So does that mean they have so many entrants that they had to add a judge? It must be.
God, I hope
Jack
so.
ain't cheap, so that must be a lot of fucking entrants.
Well, so I kind of want to get, and this, will eventually dovetail into the topic of the week, but online competitions we're seeing are becoming more prevalent. You and I recently, I didn't really do anything. I just sat in to hang out and be moral support.
And what are we talking about?
Online competitions. Recorded a submission for one of our drum. Are you having a fucking stroke? Like, is there a gas leak? Are you here?
Dude, I'm barely here.
Get out of the chat. Pay attention to the show.
I'm with you now.
So we recently, really just you and him, recorded a submission for one of our snare drummers.
Correct.
Our good friend Tim, who submitted a grade 4 MSR to one of these.
Who we lovingly call Chum.
Yes.
That's his
Chum.
nickname. Where do you see this fucking guy?
Dude, I showed the video. I showed the video to my girlfriend of
Jesus.
you guys playing.
That was a mistake.
I was like, this is what we were doing, and she's like,
who's that?
She's like, who's that guy? She's like, when do I get? She's like, when do I get to meet him? I'm like, fucking never.
Dude,
now.
that's the worst thing a girlfriend could ever say is like, who's that? Like,
yeah, it's like,
fuck.
when do I get to meet him? Now?
Tim.
Never.
Fucking Tim.
Handsome.
Not only is he handsome as fucking shit, he's got an accent and he's a genius goddamn drummer.
He's a Kiwi accent. He's a phenomenal drummer.
He's amazing in bed, just so everybody knows.
How do you know?
Oh,
is that how he got you to play?
He had to pay somehow. I don't do nothing for free.
But yeah, so we recorded with Tim. You played pipes, he played drums. I just was moral support, hung out and drank a beer.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm curious. So is the competition that he's submitting this for? Is this one of the West Coast online?
This is the Yori Chisholm one. I assume it's the same one. I actually don't know the answer to that, but I believe it's the West Coast one that we're talking about right now. Which is like, I was thinking about this because one of the judges is McWhorter.
Oh shit!
So like in Tim's submission, I was like, dude, it's probably best if you cut me out of it. It's better for you if he doesn't know that.
If he doesn't know that you're playing pipes. Is he still that salty?
I don't know, but why take the chance for him? You know,
who in the audience is friends with Steven can get us the scoop on what his salt level is. Is he at like a 10 on salt? I
think people are still afraid to bring it up to him. They don't even talk to him about it.
Because we're just fucking poking around. Like,
I don't know. I'm sure it's not a thing, but I just thought it crossed my mind. Let's put it that way. It crossed my mind that maybe you should cut me out of this in case if he's.
It could lower your standing.
You never know. I mean, who knows? I don't know. If all things being equal, you were just as good as the next guy, and he sees my fucking.
He sees
mug,
your He's
like, all right, the other guy was better.
Yeah. The other guy wasn't this bearded dickhead.
Right, exactly. So I don't know. But anyway, it's a cool thing that one of our bandmates submitted a recording.
Oh, yeah. And unprompted, right? I mean, he just like, hey, I want to fucking compete, dude. I want to know where I'm at.
Well, he's from New Zealand, and his teacher before he moved to Las Vegas in New Zealand was James Laughlin. And he's a judge, and so it just grabbed it, like through the interwebs, he saw it and was like, oh, I want to do that. Why not? Because he's motivated and doesn't hesitate to just say yes.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So he's like,
It was good fun too.
Yeah. So I was like, he asked me if I'd do it. Like, hell yeah, man. So it was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time. I just missed seeing people and playing music.
It was remarkable. Like, hey, this is kind of fun.
I was so excited, and like everyone was 6 feet apart. Like it was all kosher. But I was like,
We did not touch each other.
I was like, we should do this more. I missed this.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm gonna post on the Band That Shall Not Be Named page, but you guys jammed out some random shit with him on drum kit and you played pipes. Yeah,
just for the fun of it. Yeah.
So if you want to hear some of that, you can check out Las Vegas Pipe Band on social media.
Absolutely.
And like and subscribe.
subscribe, and share, and all that. Las Vegas Pipe Band's YouTube channel is arguably the best pipe band YouTube channel that exists.
So we do have a plug. The West Coast Pipers Online Solo Contest. There's one on May 16th, which is grades 1 through 4.
That can't be the same one then.
I don't think it's
due today.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same one because, like you said, his was due today. They have details on the Facebook group. So they have a Facebook group for West Coast Pipers Online Competition, and you can check that out. Jack's going to be a judge for that one, as well as Bruce and Alex Gandy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All the Canadians.
And because I gave that shout out, the person who asked me to give that shout out, you now have to get either Bruce and or Alex Gandy to come on my show.
Yes.
So, welcome.
Whoever you are that made us do this, you have to get them on the show. Oh, and by the way, if the Canadians are judging, play your Grace Notes in front of the beat, and you'll do better.
Yes. Yeah, if the Canadians are judging, you got to play your Grace Notes in the wrong place.
Exactly.
Not on the beat, like a good player.
No, not like everybody else. They're going to hear about this, and I'm going to hear about it. Through the grapevine, I'm going to hear about all this.
So speaking of things that are taking place online, because it's the age of the internet and everyone's quarantined. We've been quarantined in this same room for 42 days. People don't realize.
No, it's
neither
longer,
of us have left. We've just been sitting at this table doing podcasts all in a row.
Yeah, it's been longer, dude. I counted yesterday because Tim mentioned the other days. We've been at quarantine for like 7 weeks. I'm like, it can't have been that long. And I went and counted just to look. It's like it's been fucking, yeah.
It's horrible.
It's like, what the fuck?
I hate this. But speaking of online things, our good friend, Mr. Rab Lennox at The Big Rab Show. We spent the entire first hour doing news, man. We're just like him now.
I know. This is painfully boring. Let's just read a list and get out of it.
Our good friend Rab at The Big Rab Show has an event. If you're on the live stream, you'll have time to catch it. It is the Big Rab Show video event tomorrow at 11 UK, which is 3 a.m. West Coast, and earlier later as you move east. So yeah. In tradition of Northern Irish people having great names for events, like the Kids with Cancer charity event, we have the Big Rab Show video event.
What the fuck,
dude? The fuck does that even mean?
What does that mean? We have no idea what to expect. This is not good marketing, Rab. No, I don't know if I want to show. If I want to get up at 3 a.m. to watch this.
I'm gonna get up and watch it, and I'm gonna log in, and it's just gonna be Rab swinging from a shower curtain with his dick in his hands, like,
dude. Just write in the chat box, cunt, 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 over and over and over and over and over again.
Don't do that. There's families that watch that show.
It's so funny.
Yeah. We got to be careful, man. Some people have families, and other people they actually give a shit. This is why we've had to change titles on how many episodes recently.
Just sign in under the Piper's Dojo account and then say that. Don't do that. I'm just kidding. Andrew, don't. He doesn't listen to this anyway. He will never know.
But yeah, so tune in to the Big Rab Show video event. If you're listening live, it's your only chance to do it. It's tomorrow, 11 a.m. UK, which is -8 GMT. +8? How does that work? And it's fucking 8 hours ahead of where I live in the real world. So, watch it. I'm very interested to see what this is. I will be tuning in. I don't know how I'm going to stay up till 3 a.m. after pounding all the booze in my house, but we'll come up with a way. Hey.
If there's a will, there's a way. Oh, did you take your glasses off?
Life finds a way.
You just hit the mic.
Jesus Christ. All right, so
point,
Scope, let's go to the fail and win of the week.
Let's do the fail first, shall we?
Absolutely. This was sent to us, right?
This was sent to us, of course. The fails are always sent to us.
I see two things. Which one are you going to play?
I forget what the other one was, but I'm going to tell you in a second. Why are there two fails?
I don't know. I only put one in.
The fail is this one. I don't know. I don't know why there's two, but either way. So this was sent to us, and I just want all you guys to know, all the service band members out there to know, we never come up with these. You guys are getting ratted out by your own. Just so
people are sending it to us from your own bands.
We just feel like it's our responsibility to play them. We're like the news. We have no opinion on this whatsoever. We're just
I have fucking opinions. but like most of the ones we get a decent one where it's like, here's my band for the fail of the week.
Right. That's really cool. Like last week, this guy's like, yeah, this is my band.
This is my band. We fucked up. Dude, it's in spirit because the first fail was us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so. Absolutely.
Which is, we'll come back to that.
The spirit of the fail is you got to write yourself out first.
So here's some band playing for a fallen hero of some sort. I don't know, because everybody's a goddamn hero these days, so who can tell? But check this shit out. Fuck's sake. Texas doing them proud.
Interesting.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah, no,
that's enough. You guys get the point. You guys should all go shoot yourselves in the face with a shotgun. I don't know what, but for the love of God, learn to play the instrument. I'm not going to go off on a giant tangent here. You know the.
It's rough, dude. I will say, I think some of the context behind this was it was multiple groups that maybe don't normally play together.
This is a great comment from the chat. Cobra says, if you change the harmony notes often enough, people will think that the mistakes are intentional. Intentional musical interpretations. Genius.
It is genius.
That's so true. Like, just play any note at any time, and they'll think it's intentional. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. So
it was not Las Vegas Pipe Band. I don't know who it was, but
do we do win of the week, try of the week? How does that go next?
So hold on. I know who the other fail is because I had to go look it up. So there was two fails, and I will post both of these. But have you seen Eric Evenhouse's new look?
Oh yes, that's a fail.
That is absolutely a fail. I will post that for all of you wanting to see this.
Eric, I love you, but oh my God, he now has neon green. Well, not neon green, like Kelly green facial hair and hair.
I just posted it to the chat. Go take a look. It's fucking phenomenal. Eric, we love you, but you let your Asian wife talk you into something
Here's
bad.
why I love Eric, because he is just game.
He's game for anything, and I can appreciate that.
Like, he literally is just like, yeah, I'm just gonna, let my wife and kids, like, dye my hair any color whatsoever. Like, fuck it, who cares? Like,
fuck it.
Dude, the man is just game. He's ready to rock.
He's a legend. I do love him. He's an
Eric
amazing
is
human
a
being.
fucking legend.
Wait do you see his fucking hair, dude? It is crazy. Now he's got me thinking, should I do this?
No, oh God, no.
My God. His even skin is like fucking dyed. Anyway,
yeah, no, I Fusco, you may never recover from that. Like, your beard is getting pretty gray as it is, man. It might be green forever. It might be green forever at that point.
Oh my God, absolutely.
You're gonna spend the rest of your life looking like you gave a rim job to the Lucky Charms mascot.
Holy shit! All right, try of the week. We're gonna go with try of the week next.
Okay,
right? Let me make sure I got the order of this right.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
I don't know what you think it is, to be honest.
I think it's, isn't it your guys' like co-op?
Oh, yes.
beginner thing.
Absolutely.
Oh, superb!
I was going to make it the win of the week, but it's like, it's too
not a win.
self-metabolism.
It's not a win, but it
masturbatory.
is pretty good, man. I'm going to get another beer. Do you want one?
No, I'm good. I'm good on beer. So, along with everybody else that's doing this goddamn Brady Bunch recording themselves effect thing, the Brady Bunch Zoom thing, the Piper's Dojo did this as well, i.e. me. I'll take full credit for this. And or full, what's the word?
Regalia?
Yeah, if you want to fuck with me because it sucks, that's fair too. But Dojo did one too. So this is my beginner class. This is my 5 p.m. class.
Can you turn this so I can watch it with you?
I can. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
So this is my beginner 5 p.m. class. We picked a tune and decided all to play it together. There's always one guy that doesn't get the memo. What's different?
Fucking portrait.
There's always some cunt.
There you go. That's a try.
So that-
shit cut off, so try for sure.
Well, we didn't have a plan, and so then Andrew did some creative editing as well. But so again, beginner class. The idea was we picked the tune. So somebody suggested this tune because this is one of the tunes that Callum Beaumont played at our concert last year, and one of them heard it. It was like, "Oh, I want to learn that tune," so we taught it in class. And then
It's a good tune.
Then we came up with this idea. Well, why don't we record all this and see how everybody does?
With the Vegas concert.
He did it at the Vegas concert, yeah, and they were
Once
listening
again,
to our video.
Just trend setting.
So they
As
heard,
we do.
as we do on our YouTube channel, Las Vegas Pipe Band. I don't know what the fuck.
.com/YouTube. It'll
Whatever
take you
it is.
there.
But
.org/YouTube will take you there. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I thought they did great. These are literally beginner students. We have people from Australia, Canada, U.S.
I would say overall, actually, tone was pretty good.
Yeah, solid. We did.
I
made them take numerous takes.
I was pretty surprised with how good the tone was. I was expecting some wailing drones.
No, I was like, not good enough. We got to do that again. Not quite right. Do it again. Some people did it like 14 times. Like,
that's dedication, dude. That's awesome.
But the intent was not to produce a video. It worked out, but the intent was we're going to use this as a learning experience. Like, you got to get the tuning right, or it's not going to work.
Yeah.
So people had to.
And you can't rely on other. You cannot
over.
always rely on someone else to be the steward of your own tuning.
Correct.
Like, it's great if you have someone who is more experienced, or your pipe major, or an instructor to fine tune. But the basics, man, like you cannot outsource that to someone who ain't going to be there when you're playing a gig. Like, you got to make sure you know your fundamentals. I don't let anyone else clean my firearms after I use them. Like, I do it. I make sure I do it. Like, I change the oil in my vehicles. Like, I make sure I know how to do all that shit myself because I can't trust someone else to do it right.
So important to do it yourself. I have a student that I teach privately, and she's also a dojo student, but just coincidence. And she recently went through one of the courses about, I don't know, maintenance or whatever the fuck it was. It doesn't really matter. But when she got done with it, and she rehemped her entire pipes after watching this video, went through all the process, did the fucking compression method, everything. And when she got done, she was like, says to me one day randomly, she's like, I just feel like I can control my own destiny now. Like, how this all works.
That's the point.
I did the whole thing. And like, I get it. Like, I get the instrument. Like, it's part of me now. It's not like this mystery that I don't understand and I'm just hoping for the best.
And that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, every other instrument is that way. Like, you
doesn't
don't
take as much work, but yes.
Like, you don't show up to a gig. Like, let's say you play guitar, right? Which is the easiest fucking instrument in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys, but it is. You don't show up to an event where you're expected to play and sing and do guitar and just take it out of the box and just go.
Right.
And hope that it's still close to last time you tuned it or last time someone else tuned it for you. Like, that's insanity. Most bands tune halfway through the fucking event. And they're like, hold on, let me
They do it almost every song. Probably.
Like, you have to know your instrument. Your instrument is the tool. And you got to trust your tools.
Absolutely.
Instrument is just like chefs sharpen their fucking knives. Shooters clean and maintain their firearms. Musicians fucking tune and maintain their instruments. Like, it is yours. It's no one else's problem if that thing is fucked up. Because at the end of the day, what's going to happen? It's like, oh, well, you know, my drones are shit. I'm like, okay, whose fault is that? That's yours. Like, you need to know how to fix that.
Absolutely. It's so important to know your tool, whatever it is. And trust me, I know my tool.
I know. You told me you already knew it twice today. So what's the win?
Oh, okay. So, we're still doing this bit? All right. All right, so the win of the week is
this is why every podcast needs a Josh, by the way. Keep people on fucking track.
On task. All right, so this is the win. You guys ready for this? This was discovered by you. All right, so I had a win, but I decided to change
Is this
win.
what I think it is?
Oh, it is. So I've changed my mind on the win on this one, people. So hold on. Let me copy this so the chat can see this. You guys definitely want to go look at this. So
this is complete accident, by the way.
Complete accident. This is the win of the week.
Piper, and to the grand demand, I'm gonna teach you French. À la demande générale, je vais vous apprendre le français. And of course,
She
if you
doesn't
want to learn
look
any language,
all
or
that different than Mary. She kind of looks like Mary.
Well,
the
you
Queen
need
of
to
Legs.
start with
Except for the boobs.
profanity words. Yes, because, well, they're usually pretty small.
So real quick, stop this. Yeah.
Let's give some story. What were you looking for on YouTube when you found this?
So we had the Lady Pipers podcast on the notes, and we're like we should talk about that, you know, because that's, you know, like one of the new shows that's popped up. And so I searched Lady Pipers YouTube, because on YouTube I searched like Lady Pipers podcast, because I'm like, oh, you know, like let's see some clips, like see what their show looks like, you know, like we could offer some objective criticism. And this chick came up instead, which is this just fake titted double D Quebecian.
She's Quebecois, fucking reasonably attractive girl.
And
With
so,
the biggest tits you've ever seen.
So I see the link, and I'm like, oh shit, dude, look, Fusco, this is the first thing that came up, and you went down a rabbit hole.
Holy moly! I'm like, look at this broad.
Fusco,
Holy shit!
Somehow in 15 minutes, Fusco consumed 72 videos.
I'm her biggest fan, and I guarantee our asshole fans are gonna love this girl. Like, she does everything from trying on outfits to teaching you French to, and everything's in a tit shirt.
So,
it's the greatest thing you've ever seen.
Spam the comments of this YouTube channel. Let her know that you found her through Chanarant, and let's get her on the show, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, yeah.
Trust me, guys, you're gonna love this.
We got to get her on the show.
I'll put her in the show notes. I tell you, holy shit! I promise you, look this girl up. My God. But the real win is this. This is what was intended. So in another Brady Bunch fashion, we have a band. So the reason I found this was because a fan of the show, what's that cunt's name? Aaron McLean, who plays with Field Marshal, also apparently plays with this band, I think.
Superb.
So it's a St. Joseph's pipe band out of somewhere in Dublin. I don't know, fucking know, because they're word. Who can pronounce that word? Who came up with this language? But anyway, so they do something that's pretty cool. Let's take a listen.
Cool.
The asshole on the pad is Aaron, by the way. He's the only one playing a fucking...
Oh, he's beating the hell out of it.
Typical drummer fashion, making way too much noise.
Yeah. Beating it like it owes him money. Oh, shit, yeah.
Pretty cool. They've got everything. They got small pipes. They got clarinet. They got penny whistle, flute, guitar, bongos.
How many small pipes?
2. Clarinet, flute. Oh, they have a guy playing like the Blair Mert Chanter. Guy in a goddamn, what's that box thing?
Oh,
Psychologist. Thought of like I'm drunk.
yeah, I got nothing either. Fuck. I know this one. Cajon. Dude, that slaps.
That's pretty fucking
That was
cool.
awesome, man. Can we do that?
No. Let's go back to the demotivation factor. There's no chance in hell we'd ever pull it off in any reasonable amount of way. But to Aaron, that dreamy Irishman, who never came through. Just to refresh everybody's memory, he was the one that was supposed to get Darth Vader in a Chanarant shirt, and he never happened.
Never pulled it off.
Yeah. Remember one of our friends gave him their Chanarant shirt at the Worlds to try to like get it
sorted.
It never happened. I don't know. Oh my god! But yeah, that was fucking phenomenal, dude. You are obviously involved in lots of cool things, and I don't know why. I don't know why or how you pull it off, but we appreciate it. So those are all of our things, I think. Is that everything?
Yeah,
fails, tries, everything.
Yeah, you've done it. So
best thing is go learn French. Everybody, trust me on this one.
it's worth learning. So
I'm going to learn French.
So we talked about online contests. We talked about one or two. Like we recorded one with one of our drummers. I am curious as to your opinions on whether or not an online contest is a good or a bad idea.
Chanarant or
no, I'm saying like
in general?
Yeah, like does it work? You know, like do you get the same experience? Does your playing improve from that? Do you think you get like good? Because I remember we did Circle of Death, and that was way before any of this shit happened, and we'd submit recordings and we'd have judges review on the Pipe Band channel.
Yeah, but that was more for our own, again, replicating the idea of competition. That was the idea. Put pressure on people.
So, I'm interested in your thoughts on like, is there, let's say everything goes back to normal. Is there still a market for an online contest? Do you think that this will teach people that they don't necessarily have to spend the thousands of dollars to travel to compete if they can just get reviewed by a judge at home?
That's interesting. It does bring up the question of where does the value come from in these circumstances? What was the question? Just kidding. So, I don't know, man. I think obviously in times like this, why do we compete in general? Let's go back to the basis of the question. It gives us some reason to practice and play.
Well, to prove you're better.
That too.
And not necessarily better
yourself.
not necessarily better than someone else, but to prove you're better, right? Like
I look at it, and the way I try to promote it for my students anyway is it gives you something to, like, nobody wants to listen to fucking bagpipes, right? That's the downside to our instrument. Nobody wants to listen to an hour of recital of bagpipes unless you're a piper, and then chances are those assholes are judging you anyway, right? So
just like we do on the Fail of the Week
all the time.
Week, yeah.
We do it all the time. So competition gives you a reason to play, because what else is there?
It gives you a reason to improve.
Yeah, sure. But it also gives you an audience to perform.
In theory, the reason to play is because you want to. The reason to play should be intrinsic, but a reason to study and work and improve, competition gives you that.
Yes, correct. Band and solo, both.
There's very few people that are like, I want to work really hard on my own improvement and play more difficult music that don't compete.
Yeah.
If you can get the same,
and then never get to play it for anybody because nobody cares.
if you get the same endorphin rush from fucking playing Green Hills on St. Patty's Parade.
We went off on a tirade this last week where we said the top 3 tunes are what? Scott and the Brave, Highland Cathedral, Amazing Grace. Pick any other fucking tune and play it for whatever. I forget what it even was. But nobody wants to hear anything else. Judges do. So this gives you a reason to play something different, right? I don't know. I'm just fucking spouting.
On the flip side, go to a bar gig on St. Patty's and play your MSR. Like,
good luck. I can't wait to see the fucking, what do you call that? Like, the stares of the cows. Like,
I still have people when we
open
went
mouth
out,
cows as they look at you while you're playing a fucking MSR.
I still have people that, like, when we went on St. Patty's, they're like, "Oh man, play Amazing Grace. I love that tune." I'm like, that's just the only piping tune you know. Like, it's a party. I'm not playing fucking Amazing Grace in the middle of a St. Patrick's Day party, you dumbass. Like,
it's just people like familiarity, and that's it's the curse of the human race, I suppose. Whatever's that too, but whatever's comfortable goes, and it's like, all right, great. How about you expose? Well, I mean, why would you expect regular people to expose themselves to piping music? They wouldn't. I wouldn't expect that.
Yeah, but I would also I wouldn't walk up to a musical style or a musical instrument that I had no understanding of and just be like, play the one thing I know. I'd be like,
I wouldn't.
I'd be like, just play whatever the fuck you play. What's good? I don't know. Yeah.
Like wow me, because I want.
Like, if you only
turn me on to your music, tell me what makes this good.
If you'd only ever heard one guitar song. Let's say it's the only song you've ever heard in your entire life on
my guitar gently weeps
was American Pie by Don McLean.
Oh, fuck's sake, why that song?
Would you recommend that every time you saw someone playing a fucking guitar? Like, no. That's just the one thing you know. There's lots of other fucking songs.
No, they'd say, play Anagata Vita, or what's the one that we always
play Freebird.
Freebird. I guarantee you every band in history gets that fucking request.
It's like, fuck, man. Like, just play something. Like, no, just play whatever you want. I don't want to hear the one thing that I know that's shit. Like,
right.
It's a shit fucking tune.
It's overplayed. Oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know, man. Fuck if I...
So do you think that, let's say the world goes back to normal, competition season 21 comes back like it should, which we're all fucked. It's not going to happen. But let's say it does. Is there still a space, in your opinion, for online contests? Like, will people learn that they can get that same judge critique without driving 300 miles?
Oh, they'll definitely learn that. This is going to change the whole world. They're going to learn. Everybody's going to learn that they can do a lot of things without having to go anywhere, right? Now, whether you want to go anywhere, that's the question. Like, some people get off on the
for me, it's the sesh, right? Like, you gotta get off on the sesh. I could send clips to judges and pay them to review them anytime. Like, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Whether or not that puts me in some arbitrary standing in an association doesn't really fucking matter. Like, I could say, hey, Jack, will you look at this? Here's $15. Like, these entry fees are so low. Like, the amount the judges are getting paid. The associations now have a reason not to spend any money because they're not flying people out. Well, they didn't fucking spend the money to fly people out anyway beforehand. The games did that.
Right.
But it's I'm interested to see how this changes the face, right? Like, and then what happens when you're picking and choosing? Like, well, yeah, I did this online competition and this judge, ranked me second, but this judge ranked me first. And,
ooh, so you're saying it might create more of a controversy, sort of like who's right, who's wrong?
As far as standings are concerned, I do.
It could be trouble. Actually.
Also, I think that this just eliminates the needs for associations overall, because now when there's not even an event that you're not showing up to officiate, like, why do you exist? Like,
right. Essentially, this whole online thing has eliminated the barrier of the association. Because they're all, like, I don't know who's running these things, but they're all doing it on their own.
We could have a chanter rant contest.
We could.
Online, you submit, and we'll pay judges.
Yep.
And you could be...
People would submit to us just as much as they would any of them.
You could be on the West Coast, East Coast, Australia, UK, Northern Ireland, Canada, fucking Antarctica, fucking penguins, like, who knows? And... you could get judged by people. Like, you could send us a fucking video clip and beat someone from across the world.
It's not a bad idea, because then the struggle we have in the U.S. for sure is that we don't compare to Scotland theoretically, more or less.
Well,
Or Ireland, whatever.
one of
but
our big barriers.
Now you could compete against those.
One of our big barriers is expense and distance, right? Like,
Mhm.
I mean, we've talked about this before on the show, where it's like, man, it's really hard for me to like hit 7 competitions a year because I have to. The closest one to me is 300 miles away.
Right.
So, all of a sudden, you're eliminating those barriers. If everyone can just set their phone sideways and fucking play.
There's always some asshole that doesn't do
Does
it.
it fucking portrait style? Yeah, I know. So, should we prove concept?
I think it's already been proven.
No, I'm
Do
saying,
have
should
to
we
it?
prove the concept by just holding a Chanarant?
Oh, do a Chanarant one to prove that like any asshole can do it.
Any fucking asshole can do it.
We'll get a couple judges. Who's our friends? We don't have any friends, but we'll find somebody.
And just be like, okay, like you pay $10 to get in, you submit your video, you send it to us, we send it to the judge, and you can compete against anyone.
Yep. $10. We'll send the judge $1. We'll keep 9.
Just like the association does. Smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We'll do the same business model as associations.
And then we can afford faster internet, so the stream doesn't go down.
Exactly. I think let's do it. Fuck it.
Chainarant Invitational online.
I'm in. And on that note, everybody.
Yeah. So Fusco, what's your final thoughts, buddy?
I say, oh fuck.
Yeah, you're creating some horrible smells and noises.
Sounds and noises and smells. Yeah, it's terrible. My final thoughts are these. I don't know what our topic was, but the online thing is definitely going to be interesting going forward. I think it's opened a Pandora's box of completely changing the system, and I look forward to the future.
I agree. I think that while this sucks huge ass, because I won't get to see my friends and drink beers with them in beer tents, I think we're going to realize just how obsolete some of these systems are.
Definitely.
And with that, I'm going to play us out. If you are in the chat, stick around. We will hang for a bit and answer some questions. But, let's go. Bye-bye.
All right. Time to pee.
All right, guys. Thank you for sticking around. I'm going to quickly scroll through some contests. What do we got here? Adam Carey, Mark Ramon, what's the channel? Aaron LaField Marshall. Thank you, Cobra. Rob, the shit's putting you to sleep. Then go to sleep, you old fuck. Cajon, you're right, Gareth. Philip World Philip World Junior Online Championship. Rob, I love it. Tim, yes, I am hyper competitive. Play the Sash on St. Pat's, guaranteed adrenaline rush. Because what, Daniel? Because people are going to try to stab you. Play anything but Revolta. Smoke on the Water. Won't the frequency barriers affect judgment like Final vs. CD? No. No. Tim. Judging tone could be a challenge. Auto-tune that shit. Someone fakes that has Callum blow mount CD. Yes, bring out the Mando helmet, always. Rob, yeah, supposedly same music for next year. Crucible, I don't think so. I don't think that'll work for us. We don't want to become the thing we were made to destroy. Anyway, who all's still in? I'm down to the soda pop beer. Interesting. Also, I'm wearing my Winter Storm shirt And my Chantarant glass is actually a winter steam glass that I got in 2017. I have some good beer too, but gotta space it out. It's a marathon. Gareth, no, we have not started practicing as a band yet. We did a social last week, and then this upcoming week we're going to be scheduling some more individual lessons. Probably space it out. It'll probably be like 2 weeks of individual and then 1 week of band. Just depending on, how long we're all stuck at home. The only one that matters is the one that you submit. And we will be awarding style points. Daniel, get the soloists fired up for the Chantarant Online contest. There will be a trophy for the winner, as well as a last place trophy. So we'll have a first place and a Sacco. Ooh. Extra points added for anyone that wears yellow flashes, for sure. Or subtracted. You won't find out till the day. Ozzy, no way. No way we're doing a best air bagpipe. Cheap ploy. And I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch someone fiddly fuck around doing air bagpipes. All right, cadets. Biggest ball drop. Interesting. Winner gets a set of sounding rods.
What's happening?
The winner gets trophy and bragging rights. That's the way it works. All right, kids. Andrew, Cobra, just submit the recording of you singing your P-Brock, and we may or may not submit it. Or we may just post it to the YouTube channel. You'll either get a trophy or public ridicule. You don't know yet.
I will definitely try to masturbate to it. We'll see if I can do that.
It'll be a live stream. All right, well, hey, thank you everyone for tuning in. Have a good evening, y'all. Make sure to invite your friends, like the page, consider being a patron, and most of all, be safe, have fun, play some pipes.